Codependency doesn't start in adulthood. It starts in childhood when love and safety become conditional, right? Codependency doesn't just appear out of nowhere. It forms in the places where your heart learned that being yourself wasn't safe enough. It forms in childhood environments where you had to earn love. Love came through performance or obedience or perfection. Affection was inconsistent or conditional, right? You had to manage someone else's emotions. And this could be a parent who is overwhelmed, unstable, unpredictable, or emotionally fragile. So you became the stabilizer, right? You became the peacemaker in situations where conflict felt dangerous, right? So you learned to smooth everything over, even at your own expense, right? You were praised for being mature, strong, or responsible. But really, you were a child carrying adult burdens, right? Your needs were minimized, ignored, or shamed. So you just learned to silence them. You were taught that self-sacrifice equals love, even when it meant abandoning yourself. And so when a child grows up in these environments, their heart learns a really painful but logical belief. If I don't take care of everyone, everything's going to fall apart, right? So codependency forms as a survival strategy. You overgive, you overfunction, you over-apologize, you over-explain, you absorb emotions that aren't yours, you rescue people who don't want to change, you shrink yourself to keep the peace, you take responsibility for things that were never yours to take in the first place. Not because you're weak, but because you were trained to survive chaos, right? But here's the truth. You were never meant to be the emotional parent. You were never meant to be the fixer, right? You were never meant to be the stabilizer. You were never meant to carry adult burdens as a child. Psalm 34:18 says, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." God sees the child in you who had to grow up too fast. He sees the weight that you carried. He sees the roles that you were forced into. And he's ready to restore the parts of you that learned to disappear in order to survive. So here's a reflection question. What role did you take on in childhood that you're still carrying today? Codependency didn't start with who you are now. It started with what you survived, right? And God is ready to rewrite that story with you. God bless, guys.